Simba, Boo just wants to be nice. He just wants to be nice. Be nice, Simba. Be nice, Simba. He looks like he's gonna smack Boo. See? See? You could tell.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It's 7:45 a.m. Here's Simba on top of the armoire, and Nancy wanted to come upstairs, so I went downstairs, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes ago to check on the Lucky 7. I gave him a few treats, and when I came upstairs, Nancy wanted to come up with me, so I let her up, and she runs around the house, and she looks for where Boo is, and he's in his room by the window, so I just shut the door because I have to get ready for my day. And now she's in this room. She wants to go up by the window. So probably when I move away from this area, she will. Right now she's under the bed. Her eye looks about the same as it did yesterday. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, it looks fine. And then other times I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I still see some like cloudiness or scar tissue or whatever. So keeping an eye on it. I tried to give her some supplements this morning, like some of the immunity boosting herbs. She didn't want to eat them. I tried in some baby food. I also tried in some crunchies. Didn't work. So what I might have to do is crush up one of those standard processed supplements and put those in some crunchies. She seems to have eaten those the other day, although I don't know, maybe it was another cat that ate them. But I'm just having a really hard time getting any kind of supplements in Nancy because she's so picky. Here's Boo. He's in his room. Of course, the minute I walk in, he jumps down from the window. Boo got lots of pets this morning. And I want to get stuff done early because I have the air conditioner guy coming around noon, anytime between noon and 2. So hopefully, not too early. I want to get some things cleaned up. So yesterday I turned the air on at 4 o'clock and the outside compressor unit was working fine. Like, it wasn't making noise. That's what I'm saying. Like, the day before it was making so much noise. But yesterday it wasn't making strange noises. It looked like it was working fine. The only problem was it was not blowing cold air. And it never brought the temperature down inside of the house. Because I waited until 6:30, and what happened was I went outside and I said, it's cooler outside than it is in the house. So obviously it's not cooling. And what I realized it was doing is it was just moving air around. Like the fan portion was just moving air around. So I tested that theory by later just putting the fan on. And sure enough, when I just had the fan on, it was rotating the cooler air from downstairs, bringing it up here. And it felt like it was cooling things off, but it actually wasn't. So hopefully they're going to be able to fix it without having to replace the whole unit. Right, Bill? It's 8 a.m. and I just found a new way to give Boo his supplements. So Nancy was upstairs and I said, let me see if I could give her one of those supplement tablets with some crunchies if I cut it up, into smaller pieces and mix it in with the crunchies, because that's how someone ate it downstairs the other day. So I did it and she did not want to eat it. I don't know, she was staring at Simba. So I gave Simba some crunchies and he ate the crunchies and she just wanted to go downstairs. So I let her downstairs. Then I had this little crunchy dish with crunchies in it and the tablet. I cut the tablet into 4 pieces. So I said, I wonder if Boo will eat it this way. So I gave it to Boo and he ate it. And he got his little supplement that way. So I think maybe I'll do that when the cats get a little bit of crunchies at night. He got maybe a teaspoon of crunchies this morning, like a very small amount, with the supplement, and he ate it. So I think that's good. Here's the little crunchy plate, and it's empty. It's 8:18 a.m. Look at Simba. He's laying in this litter box. I have to take this downstairs today. I don't know why they love litter boxes. They're so funny when they lay in empty litter boxes.
Laying in an empty litter box today because it's new and cool inside. Laying in an empty litter box today, a brand new place where I can hide. Laying in an empty litter box today, because it's a good fit. So I'm laying in an empty litter box today. And what you gonna do about it? Laying in an empty litter box today, I've never seen it here before. Laying in an empty litter box today is something that I just adore. Laying in an empty litter box today, and I don't want to quit. So I'm laying in an empty litter box today. And what you gonna do about it? I like litter boxes because they're comfy. Litter boxes are made just for me. Litter boxes are like great big cat beds. On litter boxes I like to rest my head. Laying in an empty litter box today, because it's very comfortable. Laying in an empty litter box today, because it's empty and not full. Laying in an empty litter box today, because I am a cat. So I'm laying in an empty litter box today. And what you gonna do about that? Empty litter box today, because it's very comfortable. Laying in an empty litter box today, because it's empty and not full. Laying in an empty litter box today, because I am a cat. So I'm laying in an empty litter box today. And what you gonna do about that? Empty litter box today, because it's very comfortable. Laying in an empty litter box today, because it's empty and not full. Laying in an empty litter box today, because I am a cat. So I'm laying in an empty litter box today. And what you gonna do about that?
It's 9:15 a.m. and here's Simba laying in this tub. So the cats have been combed and brushed, and I wanted to start the weekly weigh-in again. So I got out my notebook that I keep all the information in, and I was shocked to realize that the last time we did weekly weigh-ins was in November 5th, I believe. I usually like to do it on Wednesdays because it just helps me remember, like Wednesday is weigh day, it's water the plant day, like things with W. So I weighed Stella and I weighed Simba. Boo would not let me weigh him. And Stella stayed the same. She did not gain weight, she did not lose weight, it's pretty much the same. And Simba gained a pound. So in the past 7 months, Simba gained a pound, but what's more shocking than that is over the past 7 months, I've gained 9 pounds. And that's from the stress, and that's from eating like fast food and processed food and just like garbage. Even though I don't even eat like garbagey fast food or processed food, I try to eat like healthier fast food or processed food options. But when you're on the go and, you know, working crazy hours or working late at night, you know, sometimes you need to grab something that's really convenient. And so, yeah, that's what it does. You know, over the past 7 months, I gained 9 pounds. That's a little bit more than 1 pound a month. So that's definitely not good. For the past few weeks, since I've been done with that volunteer situation, I've started eating better again. And yesterday I went to the local organic market and I did my weekly shopping there. And for the past 3 years, I used to belong to a farm CSA. So every week they would deliver like a whole bunch of fresh fruits and vegetables that were grown on the farm. It was all organic, but I didn't do it this year because the past 2 years I really wasn't happy with it because they deliver on a Friday, and the last thing I want to do on a Friday is deal with having to, clean and cut up a whole bunch of fresh vegetables. And a lot of times if I'm away for the weekend or out for the weekend, I feel like it's just sitting in the fridge, starting to kind of go bad, and I don't really get to it when it's as fresh as possible, because then when Monday rolls around, I'm really busy. So it's not until like Tuesday that I really appreciate the delivery. So this year I decided what I am going to do instead is go to a local organic market once a week and then buy the same fresh organic fruits and vegetables that I would normally get delivered from the farm and see how that goes. So yesterday was the first day that I did that, because normally with the CSA, I'd get my first delivery the first week of June, and it would go through the end of November. It would go through Thanksgiving. So I really, really enjoyed going to the organic market yesterday, because I didn't just get the fruits and vegetables that I would normally get with the CSA delivery. I ended up getting some other things too, just like some other grocery items, a few like gift items. Like, it was really, really nice to look at what they had in the store and just make my own selections versus the selections that, the farm is going to select for me. And also, maybe I could sneak some of it into the cat's food. I did buy an organic chicken, so I'm going to figure out how I want to cook that. I don't know if I want to roast it or make it into soup, but I know the cats are going to benefit from that. And I do like to put very small amounts of vegetable matter in their food, like not more than 5% of their food. I could also do that. Maybe I'll grate up, I bought some fresh zucchini. Maybe I'll grate up some zucchini really fine and put it in their food and see how they like it. They haven't had cat grass in a while. I just grated up a little bit of the zucchini. As you can see, it's a very small amount. It's probably like a tablespoon. And this is going to be for 11 cats. So we're definitely dealing with a very small amount of vegetable matter. And the reason why I add it is for their gut microbiome. I have found that the prebiotics in very small amounts of vegetable matter are actually more important for their gut health than adding probiotics as a supplement. This is what their food looks like after it's all mixed up and ready to be served to them. As you can see, the vegetables are very well mixed in. This is what their individual meal looks like. I added a little bit of freeze-dried chicken to the top, and I put a little bit more of the shaved squash. Let's see if they'll eat it. The problem is that the landscapers just showed up like 2 minutes ago, so they're making a lot of noise. Everyone's eating their food, which is good. Thankfully, the landscapers are still in front of the house right now, because when they get to the back of the house, which is like right outside the windows here, then the cats get nervous. So I'll leave them with their food. I'm going to go feed the lucky 7, and we'll see what they leave on their plates. Look at what happened here. So this is the plate that had some crunchies on it with the herbal supplement. Someone ate them, so that's fine. Was it you, Richard? The supplement is fine for any of the cats. And this is the baby food that had the herbs mixed in along with some crunchies on top, and someone ate maybe, I don't know, a fourth of this.
toy. Go and go for it, Richie. Richie, get the toy. Get the toy. Get the toy. Richie, Richie, get the toy. Go and go for it.
Little Eva's been having a lot of fun. She's playing with this round toy, and then she's also enjoying the wand. Oh, it got stuck. Look what's going on here. Here's Nancy. And there's Goldie. I didn't realize Goldie was there. Here's little Eva. Ziggy. I'm trying to get the toy. Oh, look at this. Nancy loves these catnip toys. How you doing, Nancy? Her eye looked good there. It's just a little bit cloudy. And I just remembered that I have bilberry juice in my refrigerator. I bought it to mix into lemonade, and bilberry is supposed to be really good for eye health. I might try to put a few drops of that in Nancy's breakfast. Let's see what's going on upstairs. Here's one plate. It's clean. Here's another plate. The cats ate everything. Here's another plate, just a little tiny bit of food left, but they ate their veggies. And this is Boo's plate. He wanted to eat here on the play rug because he was afraid of the landscapers. And look, he ate most of his food also. It looks like there's a little bit of the zucchini left, but that's fine. Good job, Boo. The landscapers just left. It looks like they cut the lawn and that's all they did. I called them yesterday because I really need all the hedges trimmed. So I don't know if they're going to come back later or like another day, but it looks like for now they're gone. This is what I have. It's Bio Nature, I don't know how to pronounce that, bilberry nectar. I got this at the local organic market. The ingredients are filtered water, organic bilberry puree, organic apple juice concentrate, and ascorbic acid. So if this was just organic bilberry puree, I think that would be better. But I'm just going to give her a few drops and see if she'll eat her food, and it could have a good effect on her eye. I put a little bit of the juice on a crunchy plate, and I put 3 treats on it. You see the juice and the treats? Sammy's looking for it. Those are for Nancy, Sammy. Let Nancy have that. So she's eating the treats with the juice on them. Don't be mean, Sammy. Okay, Nancy. Here. Eat those. You eat them. Eat them, Nancy. You're okay. Don't let Sammy bother you. Here. Eat those. Here comes Richard. All right, Sammy, you want them? Here. You want them, Sammy? You eat them. So at least I know Nancy can tolerate that juice. And I also remembered that I do have elderberry powder somewhere in this house. And elderberry is known for its immunity boosting effects. So maybe I'll look for it and maybe I could try to sneak that into Nancy's dinner. Okay, you want the last one? No? Nancy acts like the mother cat with regards to food like that. If any of the other cats want to eat the food, like she'll give it to them. You gonna lick the juice? No, you're not licking it? The lucky 7 are getting the same meal. They're just getting a smaller portion. If they eat this, they could have more. And there's Nancy's. I put a little bit of the bilberry on top with a few of the treats that she likes. I gave Nancy her food on the rebounder. She's eating some of it. I don't know if she's going to eat the whole thing. Again, the landscapers they disrupt the cats when it comes to meal times. I have to get these cats all cleaned up before noon because that's when the AC guy can show up. And if he needs to get to the unit down here, the HVAC unit, it's in the storage room and he would have to like walk through here. So I want to make sure like all of this gets cleaned up ahead of time. I mean, I still have time. It's a little bit after 10 right now, but you know, hours go by fast. Here's Richard. I don't know why he's not eating. I mean, if he skips a meal, that's fine. I know he wants to go upstairs, but Richard, you could wait. You could eat your food. Let's take a look at what Nancy ate. So she ate the treats that were in the middle with a good part of the juice. I mean, there's still some juice on there, but she ate some of it. And I don't know, maybe she ate like half her food. Want to finish that, Nancy? You finish it. So I will leave them here with their plates. And then I'll come back to see what was finished. And if all the plates are finished, then I can give them more food. But if, you know, they're in a mood where they're not eating, I'm just going to save the food for later. Nancy's walking around. Nancy says she's ready to go back upstairs. The reason why I keep them separate is so that I could sleep at night and so that the OG4 can sleep at night, because otherwise if all the lucky 7 are like roaming around the house, then they don't feel, you know, really comfortable enough to sleep yet. And there's Sammy on the wheel. Run, Sammy, run, 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 run fast. Run fast. Show everyone how fast you can run. Sammy's like, no, I'm just going for a casual walk right now. The other reason why I keep them separate is for meal times. It's just easier to feed them separately because, you know, they eat better that way. So I had a talk with Nancy this morning and I told her that she could spend more time upstairs with the older cats, but she has to behave like an older cat. She has to behave like them. Okay, Nancy, you going to behave like one of the older cats? Boo's happy in his room with an open window, so I'm just going to shut the door to avoid drama this morning. And for the past few days, Simba's been under the day sofa. Let's see if he's still under there. Oh, today it's Splash. Hey, Splash. Where's Simba? Stella's in her favorite daytime spot, which is this litter box underneath the kitchen table. I found Simba. He's under my bed. So I'm going to shut the bedroom door and get some things cleaned up and finished this morning, and then later I'll open it so the other cats could come in. It's 10:38 a.m. and here's Nancy. She's been eating food off of the plates, and this is what she does. She comes back and eats after all the other cats have eaten. It's one of the reasons why I think she acts like their mom. It's 12:25 and here's Ringo. He's hanging out in this cat tower. And the AC guy has not shown up yet, but that's fine. They give me like a 2-hour window. I just vacuumed the house upstairs, downstairs. I scrubbed out one of the litter boxes. And I still need to clean some more things up, especially in the kitchen. It's 2:30 p.m. and here's Sammy. She's on top of the cat tower down here. It's nice and cool downstairs. It's a little bit warmer upstairs. Thankfully, today is not a super hot day. So nobody showed up from the air conditioning company. So I gave them a call and they're like, no, we have you on the schedule for tomorrow at 3 p.m. And I'm like, well, that's weird because I spoke to, when I gave them the person's name and I specifically wrote down today from 12 to 2 because I remember him telling me that you guys couldn't do anything yesterday. You were full, but he could squeeze me in today. And the guy's like, no, well, unfortunately, he's not here today, so I can't check with him, but I definitely have you on the schedule for tomorrow at 3 p.m. So I was like, okay. So then I spoke to him for a little while, gave him more information about what's been going on with the air conditioning unit. He took notes and he said that the guy who's coming out here tomorrow, I'm his 5th appointment for the day and that he's an expert. I'm in good hands and, he should be able to diagnose and fix the issue. So that's what I'm hoping. And here's little Eva. She was hanging out by the window. She just jumped down. I got a lot of stuff cleaned today and organized, but there's still more stuff that I want to do. So it might take some time to do that, just get it out of the way. But it's good knowing that they're coming in the afternoon tomorrow. It's actually a little bit better than them coming in the morning. Because usually at that time in the afternoon, all of the cats are taking their afternoon nap. You see how tired little Eva is? They're all taking their afternoon naps right now. The house is quiet. It is 3:45 p.m. and here's Simba. And Simba has been luxuriating on the bed today all by himself. Simba is the only cat in this room today. He's all by himself. And he has been enjoying that so much. Because when you have 11 cats, they don't often get a lot of alone time. And sometimes they like some alone time. So that's why I gave it to Simba today. But I just opened the door for a few minutes just to see if maybe he would like me to let his sisters in. And he was looking out the door and he was looking out the door and he wasn't sure about it. So eventually I closed the door again. But I had a little discussion with him and I told him that he has sisters. Simba, you have sisters. Simba, you have 5 sisters. Stella's not considered his sister because Stella's his mom. Simba, you have sisters, Simba. Simba, you have 5 sisters. It's not just you and Splash anymore, Simba. It's not just you and one other brother. You have 5 sisters and 2 brothers other than Splash. So you have 3 brothers and 5 sisters, right? Splash is your biological brother, but Richard and Ringo are your adopted brothers. And Sammy, Nancy, Ziggy, Goldie, and Eva are your adopted sisters. Simba, you got a big adopted family. Simba, you have sisters. Simba, you have sisters.
Simba, you have sisters. 5 wonderful sisters. Simba, you have sisters. It's not like in the past when it was just you and Splash. Simba, you have brothers. 3 wonderful brothers. Simba, you have brothers. It's not like in the past when it was just you and Splash. You have a great big blended family of formerly feral cats. Your mom, your dad, your brother Splash, and a family of 7 added after that. Simba, get to know you and splash. Simba, you have brothers. Get to know your brothers. Simba, you have brothers. Please give them all a chance to get to know you and splash. You have a great big blended family of formerly feral cats. Your mom, your dad, your brother Splash, and a family of 7 added after that. You have a great big blended family of formerly feral cats. Your mom, your dad, your brother Splash, and a family of 7 added after that. Simba, you have sisters. Get to know your sisters. Simba, you have sisters. Please give them all a chance to get to know you and splash.
It's almost 11 p.m. and I wanted to show you all 4 of the cats here on the play rug. Of course, Stella had to move, and now she's rubbing up against my legs. But it's so funny how they're all just sitting here waiting for some kind of treat or a snack. I've been trying to play with them. Notice Boo's on a toy. That's how he plays with that toy. He just lays on it. I had a wand toy, and no one's really responding to the toys. And they're just kind of like on strike until they get either some kind of squeeze ups or crunchies or something. I think I'm going to give them some squeeze ups tonight, and that's going to be their treat because it is a little warm in the house right now. I'm going to put the attic fan on because I still don't have AC working. Hopefully the air conditioning guy will get here tomorrow like he's supposed to, and there won't be another mix up with the schedule. But yeah, I feel like I got a lot done today. The cats all behaved themselves for the most part, and it was good. It's 11:07 p.m. Nancy must be feeling a lot better because she's crying by the door. This is the first time she's done that since she had her eye incident. Can you hear her? You crying? You crying, Nancy? What do you want, snack? You want snack? She says they need a treat also. I just gave the upstairs cats. The OG4 just got some churros, and now they're getting a Shiba that they're splitting. So I'll see what's going on down here and give these guys maybe a little bit of canned food. It is 8:59 a.m. I just got out of the shower. And here's Stella. She found me. I sat down on the bed for a minute, and she jumped right on top of my legs. And now she doesn't want to move. She just wants a million pets, and she wants to smell the soap. And Stella loves soap. I don't know why she loves the smell of soap so much. You okay, Stella? I would like to get up and start my day. I have to get ready for my day, Stella. It's already 9 o'clock. It's already 9 o'clock. Okay? So last night was not the best night. It started out okay. When I went to bed, I put the attic fan on and opened the windows, and it draws cool air into the house. But a few hours later, I woke up because it was raining so hard. Like, we got so much rain last night, and I can't use the attic fan when it rains because it can potentially pull rain into the attic. Since when I got the new roof, they put ridge vents in. I would never get ridge vents again if I had the type of attic fan that I have, because it doesn't work as good because of the ridge vents. And also they say if you use it while it's raining, it could pull rain into the ridge vents, and you don't want that dampness in the attic. So, that was a really bad decision on my part, but I didn't know any better, and none of the roofing companies even mentioned that to me. So, like, ridge vents seem to be just the standard procedure these days, but I would never do that again. Anyway, so I couldn't put the attic fan on to draw in cool air, and obviously the air conditioning is not working because they haven't come to service it. They're supposed to be here at 3 o'clock today, so I hope they show up. So I have like a little portable fan that I turned on, but that really didn't do much help. So it was just a hot and sticky night, and not that great. It is 9:34 a.m. Look at what's going on the bed right now. There's Boo, Stella, and Simba. I don't know where Splash is, but I have a little fan on right now, so there's some breeze here. Maybe that's why they're laying here. I also put the attic fan on because it's not raining right now, so it is pulling a little bit of cooler air in through the window. The problem is that it is so humid today because it's like rainy. It's going to be just like a rainy day today. And I'm hoping that it doesn't rain while the air conditioning guy is here, because, if he has to work outside, it would suck for it to be like in the middle of a thunderstorm. So fingers crossed that the rest of the day goes well. I just finished getting ready for my day. Now I'm going to eat some breakfast and then take care of the cats. It's 9:39 a.m. Let's take a look at Nancy. I was just looking at her eye. So there's still a little bit of redness on it, but overall, it's looking better. I don't know why she's not looking at me now. Can you see? So she's keeping it pretty wide open. Her behavior is pretty much back to normal. Look at this. There's Sammy. Simba's growling. Boo is hissing. Okay, you want to go back down, Nancy? I don't need you getting smacked in the eye, okay? Go ahead. You go. You go. Go ahead. Just go. Go, I got your back. I got your back. Okay. I'll be down in a minute with breakfast. Okay? It's 10:12 a.m. and look at what's going on here. So I was just eating breakfast and I heard a cat fight. It sounded like a cat fight. It sounded like it was coming from downstairs. So I opened the door. Nancy was by the back door, and I look outside the back door, and this is what I see. The skinny Tabby. But it was over here on the patio, and it was looking at me like, what's going on? So maybe it heard the cat crying also. And then I was talking to it. I was like, what happened? What's going on? And then it came up to the back door. What will happen if I go outside? I think this is the skinny Tabby. Look. It's the one that was on the patio chair. This is so weird. What's going on down here, Goldie? To me, it sounded like it was Sammy, because sometimes these cats play a little rough with each other, and then, they'll make cat fight sounds. Maybe it was not Sammy. Maybe it was another cat. Maybe it was just like Nancy making noises by the back door at the outside cat. I don't know. But it could be that they're also getting a little hangry down here, although they have not been eating their breakfast that well recently. So I don't know if it's just because they want to come upstairs right away, but I have to take care of myself first, because that's the way it has to be. If I wait until all the other cats are taken care of, then I start getting work phone calls and work emails, and then I don't get taken care of at all. So as soon as I finish my breakfast, which will be in a few minutes, then I'm going to start with the upstairs cats, get them ready for their day, and then come down here and get these guys ready for their day. They just have to be patient. Here's Richard. He just got brushed and combed, and the dehumidifier's on in the background. That's the noise. Here's Sammy. She just got brushed and combed. Right, Sammy? Here's Ziggy. Ziggy just got brushed and combed, right, Ziggy? Right, Ziggy? And here's Nancy. Nancy just got brushed and combed. Of course, I have to bribe all of them with a few treats. Nancy looks like she's tired. I don't know how much sleep she got last night. Here's Goldie. I tried to brush her or comb her, but she doesn't let me close enough to do that. You ready for breakfast, Goldie? Goldie, you ready for breakfast? Hey, Ringo. Hey, Ringo. You hungry? Ringo, you hungry? You want some food? Okay, who's eating? Who's eating? Let's go. Hey. Hey, are you hungry? You hungry? Today for breakfast, the cats are having homemade raw food. This is chicken-based food. And today I put that immunity supplement in it, the standard process tablet. I took 6 of the tablets and I ground them up into a powder and I mixed it into the food. They should still enjoy eating it because that's what I do for Boo. He eats it no problem. Here's Sammy. She's going to take a little walk before breakfast. So hopefully they'll go back and eat their food. Okay, you want to run, Sammy? Here. Come on, Sammy. Sammy, come on. Want to run? Come on, Sammy. Come on, get on and we'll run. You want to run? Want to run, Sammy? Come on. Here we go. Let's run. Ready? Let's run. Ready? Yeah, run real fast. Oh, sorry. Sammy likes it when I move the wheel for her. Okay, let's run again. Let's run. Good? That was a good run. That was a good run, Sammy. Good job. You want to run again? Okay. Let's go. You had enough? Okay. Good exercise, Sammy. Then I get a bit of an arm workout at the same time. Oh, there she goes again. You want to run? You going to run? Sammy, run.
Run, Sammy, run. Sammy, Sammy, run, run. Run, Sammy, run. Run, Sammy, run. You're the only cat that will run on the exercise wheel. The first time you stepped on it, it was such a big deal. Because I've had that wheel for so many years and none of the cats would use it. Until little Sammy came along, she was the very first cat to choose it. So run, Sammy, run. and then it all becomes a race. So run, run, Sammy, run. Sammy, Sammy, run, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Look at her go. Yeah, look at her run. Look at her go. She's having so much fun. So run, run, Sammy, run. Sammy, Sammy, run, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Look at her go. Yeah, look at her run. Look at her go. She's having so much fun. So run, run, Sammy, run. Sammy, Sammy, run, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Look at her go. Yeah, look at her run. Look at her go. She's having so much fun. So run, run, Sammy, run. Sammy, Sammy, run, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Look at her go. Yeah, look at her run. Look at her go. She's having so much fun. So run, run, Sammy, run. Sammy, Sammy, run, run. Run, run, Sammy, run. Run, run, Sammy, run.
It is 2:25 p.m. and here's Boo. He's relaxing on the bed. And I have a little fan running right now to circulate the air. God bless you, Boo. It is 81 degrees in the house, but it feels so much hotter because it is 75% humidity. Like, it is so humid and sticky. And the appointment for the AC is supposed to be between 3 and 4, so I don't really want to get involved in any work projects right now. So I've just been cleaning this room a little bit, dusting like the night tables, and just doing that. I am just like so hot. Like, all I want to do is like lay around and try to cool off. It is just really bad, so I'm really hoping the AC guy shows up today and can fix the issue, and then we could have air conditioning again. Today is a high of 83 degrees, and tomorrow it's going to be even hotter. It's going to be about 85 degrees, and they said a chance of thunder showers, so it's going to be super humid tomorrow also. The day after is only supposed to be about 78 degrees, so at least that'll be a little bit cooler. And then the day after that, it's only going to be 77 degrees, and I think that'll definitely be more bearable, so it's really just getting through today and tomorrow. Right, Boo? Now, I could always go downstairs where it's quite a bit cooler, but I do want to get some stuff done in this room. This is like, for some reason, I've been putting off cleaning this room for a while just because I wanted to get the other parts of the house clean. Don't forget, I'm still catching up from that month of working nonstop around the clock. Things piled up so much, but I'm definitely happy that stuff's done. Now I just need to catch up around here. It's 2:40 p.m. I think this is Richard. I know it's not Simba. There must be like a tabby cat thing, that they like sleeping with their bellies in the air. I think Simba's in Boo's room today, I'm pretty sure. Splash is in the dining room. Stella and Boo are in my room. Hey, Sammy. Look who that is, it's Ringo. That's one of Ringo's favorite spots recently. He was down there yesterday with Ziggy. I think Ziggy's a daddy's girl. If Ringo's the daddy, Ziggy loves cuddling up with Ringo. So does Eva. It's 3:15 p.m. and here's Richard. He rolled over a little bit. He's so cute. I hear thunderstorms in the distance, and no one from the AC company has contacted me yet. Like, they're supposed to let me know when they're on the way, and nobody has let me know yet. So if I don't hear anything by 4 o'clock, I'm gonna have to call them and see what's going on, because they gave me a window from 3 to 4. It is 3:25 p.m. It's now pouring rain. I hope this passes so the AC guy could get here and work without rain. I had to shut the window in here because I don't want water getting into the windowsill. So it's going to be really stuffy and hot. Right, Simba? It is 4:03 p.m. and here's Richard. The sun came out. The rain passed, so I'm really happy about that. I just called the air conditioning company, and the woman who answered the phone checked on my appointment. She says that I'm the next appointment that the service technician has, and he's still at the one before me. He ran into some delays. So then I said, well, how late do you guys work? Because I know some companies, they just, call it a day at a certain time. And she says that they work until all the assignments are done. So she pretty much assured me that he would still be here, even if not on time. But I have a very important conference call at 5:30 today. So hopefully he'll get here and be done before that, because, I don't know. I'll just have to juggle it, I guess. So that's where it stands. Here's Nancy. She's in a cat tower. So if I didn't have the cats, I really wouldn't mind it being so warm in the house. I could easily just pick up my computer and go to my office. Like, I still have an office space that I could use, even though most of it is now being used for other purposes. But I still have a desk there, and there's air conditioning there. I could easily go there. I could easily just pick up and go to a coffee shop, someplace like Panera, Whole Foods, Starbucks, something like that, and get work done if I needed to, be in air conditioning for a little while. But the problem is that I can't go away for a full day or an overnight trip. I would like to go away this weekend, but if the air conditioning is not fixed before then, I can't do that, because I can't shut the house up and then have the cats in a super hot house. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to leave them shut in a house that's 90 degrees. So at least when I'm home, the windows can be open. We could get some air, fans are on, that kind of thing. So that's the one big problem with the air conditioning, because it kind of keeps me here. I can't really go anywhere for a long period of time. It is 8:39 p.m. and there's little Eva. She's hanging out downstairs. Sammy's walking around. And I just got back because I had to run to Lowe's and buy a new filter for the air conditioning unit. Hello, Sammy. So the AC guy arrived around 4:45, and he diagnosed the issue as a freon leak. So the refrigerant in the AC system is leaking. And unfortunately, because the unit is so old, the unit was with this house when I purchased this house, and I know it probably goes back to the early 90s. So he explained to me how, because this unit is so old and because it uses a type of freon that has been outlawed, they can no longer get parts for this unit. So there's really no way to patch up the leak. So basically, he refilled the freon, the refrigerant, and he says that he can't guarantee me how long it'll last. He says it could last for days, it could last for weeks. If I'm lucky, it could last for months and get through the summer. But he said I really should replace the entire unit, meaning not just the compressor outside, but also the entire HVAC system inside, which is down here in the storage room. So definitely not happy about that, because we're talking a lot of money. So I am going to start getting like estimates. He says that, his company gives free estimates. So I figure that's what I'll do. I'll just get a bunch of estimates, and, interview companies as far as replacements and just use the Freon. I paid for the Freon. It cost me $500 today for that service call. So I'll just use the Freon until I start having problems, and then I will have to have the system replaced. So yeah, wasn't really happy about that. And then I had to get on a work conference call, and that lasted for an hour, and that was not fun at all. I have to put a report together for that. But then hopefully that's the last thing I have to do for that issue. And yeah, then I went to the supermarket to buy some fruit because I don't have any left in the house. And now I just came home. I also had some dinner while I was out. And now I am going to get the cats fed. One thing that was nice about today is that I already scooped all the litter boxes and put fresh water everywhere. So actually, no, I think I have to do fresh water down here. All of the water bowls upstairs are fresh water. And right now, I'm looking at the security camera and I don't see a light on. Did someone unplug this? Sammy, what's going on? What's going on, Sammy? Did you unplug the security camera? So yesterday, Nancy let me give her a belly rub. She let me rub her belly. And look at this. Sammy's let me rub her belly a little bit. Usually, the Lucky 7 aren't much for belly rubs. How you doing, Sammy? How you doing, Sammy? I just washed my hands. Maybe she smells the soap. How you doing, Sammy? I also counted the amount of meals that I have in the freezer down here. So I have enough meals to get through 4.5 days. And tomorrow, we'll do fish day. So they'll have canned fish tomorrow. So I'll have another 4 days of food. And that means I don't have to buy ingredients tomorrow. I thought I was going to have to. And I should be able to get through the weekend. And then like Monday or Tuesday, I'll go to the farm and pick up some ingredients. Okay? I'd probably like to do it Monday, because if I could do that on Monday, then I could probably make the food either Monday or Tuesday. And then Tuesday's the day I want to do my like organic market like I did this week. What you doing? What you doing? She smells the soap. So thankfully the air conditioning is working, because when I got home, it was down to 78 degrees, which is what I had the thermostat at. Hello, silly girl. Hello, silly girl. Look at Eva. The cats really are enjoying these white sheets. Another thing I did today was I changed the sheets. So I put fresh sheets on the furniture down here, and then I put the ones that were on the furniture in the washing machine, which means I probably need to put them in the dryer. I have to go check on that. It is 8:46 a.m. This is Stella on top of the cat tower. She was laying on the bed, and I'm getting ready for my day. And all of a sudden, we heard a noise outside. It just sounded like rustling of paper. And it was like right outside the window. So I was like, what is that? So I immediately started looking. And Boo was here on the play rug, so I know it wasn't him. Now he's over here. But what I did was I looked outside, and what I saw was the water bowl here. Like all the water was moving around. You see how some of it spilled out? So I was like, well, maybe the little cat is outside. And then I saw the cat. And then the cat was over here walking across the patio, and it had something in its mouth. And it looked like something big in its mouth. Then I came over here and I watched the cat walk to the back toward the fence. And I was like, what does it have in its mouth? So when it got to the back, I knocked on the window, it turned around, and it has a bird in its mouth. And like the wing of the bird is all splayed out. And the bird wasn't moving. So I'm assuming, you know, the bird's already dead. And, you know, it's a feral cat living outside on its own. If it's hungry, it's going to eat a bird. Yeah, it's nature. That's what it is. You know, when Stella, Splash, Simba, and Boo were living outside, they ate birds. It's just how it goes. And I mean, I know this cat's getting fed down the street, so I know it has food available, but that's what happened this morning. I just checked the security camera footage to see if anything was caught on camera, and so the incident happened here at this water bowl, and if you notice, the patio is completely cleaned off. There's no birdseed on the patio. I took the camera in and the birdseed in the other day, so it's not like there's a bird feeder outside. There is this water bowl, and the reason why I have this here is for the outside cats. Bob, the local feral, loves drinking at this water bowl, and so does this new skinny Tabby, likes drinking at the water bowl. When I look at security camera footage from like overnight, sometimes there's an orange Tabby that drinks out of it. The neighbor's cat drinks out of it. You know, especially now that the weather's really warmer, it's really important to keep some kind of water outside for the wildlife. So that's what I'm assuming happened. I'm assuming the bird came here to take a drink of water, and then that's when the cat made its move, because I don't see the incident. All I see is the cat at this water bowl with the bird in its mouth and the water splashing all over the place. So it happened really fast, in like the blink of an eye, so fast the camera couldn't even catch it until like it happened. And right there you could see some feathers. I do have a bird bath in my front yard that is set up specifically for birds. And I just got this little solar fountain for it. And that little fountain runs on solar energy. But the birds use this all the time. It's a safe option for them. It's higher off the ground than the water bowl for the cats is. And I mean, I think it's unfortunate that the bird used the bowl in the backyard. But there's another water bowl on the side of my house, and there is this bird bath specifically to provide water for the birds in the front yard. It's 9:45 a.m. and there's Nancy. She wanted to come upstairs this morning, so I let her up. She's been behaving pretty well so far. She's really happy here at the window. I don't know if she's going to eat her breakfast today, but this is what she's doing. I'm here in the living room trying to have playtime with Stella, Boo, and Simba, because they say the best time to play with cats is like right before they eat, because it brings out their hunting instinct. But I don't think that's true when you have smart cats, because when you have smart cats, they go on a hunger strike and they say, we're not playing unless you feed us. And that's what's going on right now. I've been trying to play with several different toys, and they don't want to play with me. Boo wants to lay on that toy. Stella wants to lay on the other toy. And Simba just wants to glare at me because he's waiting to be fed. You guys hungry? You want breakfast? See? Notice how they know. All right, let's go eat, guys. Come on. Let's eat. Are you eating? Who's eating? Today it's fish day, so the cats are having some canned fish for breakfast. They're actually having some Sheba perfect portions, 3 different varieties of fish. I give them like half of a perfect portion of several different varieties. That way they each find something that they really like. And Nancy was up here. I guess she smelled the food, so she showed up in the kitchen. Boo hissed at her a little bit, but once they started eating, then she just took herself downstairs. Hey, Sammy. Good morning. Hey, Goldie. Hey, Ziggy. So now I'm coming downstairs to brush and comb the Lucky 7 and give them their breakfast. The dehumidifier has been on. I'm going to shut it off. So the dehumidifier has been taking a lot of humidity out of the air down here, and I'm trying to keep it below 50%. So it hasn't been running nonstop yet, but it's been running maybe half the time. I just shut it off because it makes a lot of noise in the background of the videos. I put these white pads on this cat tower the other day because, you know, like I took out all the white stuff. Look how much cat hair is on them in just a few days. It's crazy. One of the things that I still have to do is go through all of my plastic storage tubs that are holding cat-related supplies like cat blankets and cat mats and things they like to lay on and towels that I use for the cats, like that kind of stuff. Because last fall, when I had the flea situation, I, put everything through the laundry and then I immediately put everything in storage tubs. And I was not organizing anything at all. Like I was just getting stuff into storage tubs as fast as I could and sealed up so that there would not be any flea contamination. So that's why everything's a bit of an unorganized mess. I also need to go through the closet in Boo's room. Like I just keep shoving stuff in that closet. And now when I open the door, it's like an avalanche. It's really like one of those old sitcoms where they'd open a closet door and everything would fall out. Yeah. That's what the closet in Boo's room looks like. So I know I need to go through that closet. There's also another linen closet down here in the bathroom. I have to go through that. I need to take the comforter off of my bed because it's like too hot for it now. And I need to put like a lighter quilt on it. There's little Eva. That is her favorite spot right now. She loves laying on this little day bed. I've been making really good progress every day as far as catching up with things around the house, but there's still definitely more things that I need to do. The washing machine's on right now if you hear noise in the background.
catch the feathers, catch the feathers, catch the feather toy. Then I chew the feathers, chew the feathers, and leave it all destroyed. I like to catch the feathers, catch the feathers, catch the feather toy. Then I smell the feathers, smell the feathers. It's something I enjoy. I like to catch the feathers, catch the feathers, catch the feather toy. Then I lick the feathers, lick the feathers, because it brings me joy. I like to catch the feathers, catch the feathers, catch the feather toy. Then I lick the feathers, lick the feathers, because it brings me joy.
I've been playing with the cats down here, and I even gave them a few treats because I figured between playing and treats, Ringo would come out from wherever he is, but he hasn't come out, so I had to go searching for him. And I finally found him. He was here behind the stereo unit. Like, I keep this space as a little hidey hole from the cats because, you know, when people come in the house, the cats like to hide. So this is one of their favorite spaces to go. So this is where I found him. But what happened is when I came back here with the camera, he freaked out and he just flew out. He literally jumped so high and flew out. Here he is right now. I hope he's feeling okay because, you know, they say cats hide when they don't feel well. But what I was thinking is that he witnessed the incident with the bird on the patio because he likes to look out the window that looks right out on that water bowl. So I think maybe he saw what happened and it scared him. Because he is a big scaredy cat. Are you a big scaredy cat, Ringo? Either that or he was sleeping back there. Maybe he just got comfortable back there and he was sleeping. You feel okay, Ringo? He looks tired right now. He's yawning. So I'm going to give the cats their breakfast. I just wanted to make sure like he was okay, like where he was. But, I mean, he flew out of there so quick. So hopefully he feels okay. You feel okay, Ringo? You just relaxing? Yeah, he doesn't like the fact that I woke him up. Okay, let's eat. It's fish day. We're going to have canned food, okay? We're going to have canned food, okay? Good? So here's Nancy, and I was trying to get a look at her eye. It's her right eye. It seems to be getting slightly better every day. The problem with Nancy is it's really hard to get any kind of additional supplements into her. Like, I've tried pretty much everything. And even when it comes to food, Nancy's a very picky eater. Like, she'll sometimes hold out for crunchies. And I've been trying to cut back on the crunchies again and just giving them more wet food, you know, since my schedule has not been as crazy as it was. So I'm just keeping an eye on her, making sure her eye keeps improving. Ringo needs to take a bath. He looks really fluffy on his belly. Ringo, you have a fluffy belly. Ringo is a very big and lanky cat. I didn't realize how fluffy his belly was. He has a fluffy belly like Simba. Some cats have very short hair on their bellies, but Ringo has fluffy hair. Right, Ringo? Ringo, do you have a fluffy belly? And this cat at Track Toy has turned into a cat bed. Like, they love laying in this whenever it's not, like, underneath something. I'm getting their breakfast ready, and this is what Nancy does. It becomes her playtime while everyone else is waiting for their breakfast. Well, now she sees the camera. See how smart these cats are? She knows I'm talking about her, and she knows the camera's pointed at her. Oh, did you see that? Oh, that's very nice, Eva. That's very nice, Eva. Hey, Goldie. Hey, Goldie. You want a pet? Who wants breakfast? Want breakfast? It's fish day, so Ziggy should be happy. Ziggy loves fish. Oh, now they're making up. So because they have not been eating their breakfast very well recently, I only gave them each a quarter of a can. And I'm talking about a 5.5 ounce can. These guys are getting Friskies today because I had some seafood Friskies down here. So if they eat all this food, then I'll put more food on the plates. But like yesterday, I ended up throwing out more than half of what I gave them for breakfast. So I'm just going to give them a smaller portion. And if they eat it all, I'll put more out. And if not, I mean, they have a really substantial dinner. Sammy's looking out the back door, and this is what she's looking at. So that skinny Tabby's back on the patio chair, which I'm not really happy about. I mean, it's spending so much time on these patio chairs. Like yesterday, every time I went outside, it would like run off one of the patio chairs. So I don't need another cat, guys. I have 11 cats. I have more than enough cats. I don't need another one. And the problem is that I know this one wants to be friends with me. I could tell by the way, like, it responds to me when I go outside. Even if I don't say anything to it, I could just tell by the way it looks at me because it's curious about me. And when you have any kind of like feral cat that shows curiosity in you, that's like saying, well, I think you're interesting. I want to be friends with you. So I know this cat wants to be friends with me, which is a problem. It's 10:45 a.m. and I just gave the cats another can of food because I'm ready to eat my breakfast now. And like today, I just had some fruit this morning, then I took care of the cats, and now I'm going to eat the rest of my breakfast. But there were like 3 cats just meowing at me constantly. So I'm like, what's going on, guys? I looked downstairs and the plates were all empty. So I just split up another can of Friskies for them. So now they're happy. And look at this one over here. It's taking a nap. I don't mind if this cat sleeps here during the day. You know, it's probably up all night running around. Here's Boo. Boo and Simba are in Boo's room this morning. And here's what I don't understand. So that cat can be anywhere in the neighborhood right now. It could be at any of my neighbors' houses. It could be hanging out near the woods. It could be in any yard around here. Like, why is it choosing my patio furniture? I don't understand that. Other people have furniture out in their yard. Like, there are plenty other places this cat could go. Obviously, some people are going to be chasing a random cat out of their yard. Some people are like that. They'll just chase a stray cat out of their yard, which I don't understand because it's not like the cats are hurting anything. Now, some people might say they don't want the cat to poop in their yard, but cats bury their poop. So, like, if a cat poops in your yard, you don't even know it. Right, Boo? Unless they don't like you. I think if a cat does not like you, that's when they poop. So, like, the poop is visible. Right, Boo? Now, some people are going to say they do that to mark their territory. That if they poop and leave it visible, they're, like, sending a signal to other cats that, you know, this is my territory. But I don't believe that to be the case because I don't find that in my yard. Like, I've never found cat poop in my yard like that. Right, Boo? Because if that was the case, like when Stella and the kittens and when Boo was living outside, when Hydrox and Ditto were living outside, I would have found cat poop everywhere. But that's not the case at all. It's 2 p.m. and here's Boo and Simba. I just gave them each a snack. They're having a squeeze up with some healthy mouth drops on it. Boo was drooling a little bit before. Now, that could be from various different things. It could be, because of his tooth issue, his fang that's loose. Or it could just be, he was sleeping really deeply. It could also be from the heat. So I did shut the window and I put the air conditioning on and it is working. Yesterday, it got the temperature down. Today, it's definitely getting the temperature down. And today's not as hot as it's been, so it'll be nice to have a few cooler days. And right now I think I have 3 estimates scheduled for next week. I tried calling a 4th company, but I don't know, they transferred me and then no one picked up the phone. So I was like, I don't think that's a good sign. So I might schedule a few more appointments for next week to have estimates as far as how much it's going to cost to replace the whole AC system. I'm going to have to basically replace the whole HVAC system. But since I did pay for the refrigerant that they put in, I'm just going to wait until probably as long as I can. Like if I could get a month out of this refrigerant, I'd be really happy. If I could get 2 months out of it, that would be great because it does give me some time to, just save up some money for this unexpected circumstance. Simba licked his little plate clean. He really enjoyed that. And Boo's working on his. I don't know if you could see it. He's licking his plate. It ended up being an absolutely beautiful day right now, so I have to run to the post office and then run a few more errands. I might pick up some dry cat food, running low on that, and maybe some cat litter. This is my bird bath with a solar fountain that I put in it yesterday. And the bird bath was full of water yesterday, like I filled it up. And today, the water's gone. So I don't know, why, because it normally does not empty out like this. The only thing I think could be is because of the solar fountain and that it causes more evaporation of the water than without the solar fountain. It's not going to evaporate as much. So I think that's what the cause was. So I'm going to fill it up and we'll see what happens. I just added a gallon of water and obviously we could see it's working again. It has gotten a little bit cloudy. It was very sunny before. So that's why I'm thinking with the sun, maybe it helps to evaporate the water. Or look. This is what's going on. With the wind, look. With the wind, it's blowing the water out of the fountain. That's most likely where it went. Yep. So when it's windy, that's where it's losing water. Now I know, what are the chances of that? I'm going to come out here, put water in, and it's going to show me, why the water's going down. So, really interesting. I'll probably put some more water in, and then I'll check back later. It's 3:35 p.m. I came out to run some errands. One of the things I need to do is go to Petco and buy some dry cat food. And look at this. Look. Petco is not at Petco. I had no idea they were closing this location. There might be some signs on the door. I'm going to go see what those say. But I'm really not happy about this. This was a good location for me. It was really convenient for when I need to run other errands also. So I don't know what's going on. I see lights on inside. I mean, I doubt they're just renovating because there's absolutely no cars here. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe they're just renovating. Maybe that's what those signs say, but I'm just so not happy right now. Now I have to go all the way to a different Petco. It says this store is permanently closed. Please visit us in our nearby locations. There's one in Hackensack, New Jersey, and one in Ramsey, New Jersey. So not happy about that. Do you see the inside of the store? It is just wiped clean. When did this happen? Why did they not inform their customers? I mean, this obviously takes a while to empty out. Why did they not inform their customers? There's just one shopping cart left here by the door. That's it. Everything else is gone. And there's another shopping cart here by the garbage.
Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? was empty, and all the signs were gone. Nobody was there. I wondered what was going on. Was it closed for renovation, or were they closed for good? I got out of my car, walked to the door to take a look. It was completely empty, but all the lights were on. There was a sign upon the door, it said they're permanently gone. Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I used to shop for my cats there several times a month, for cat litter and the cat food that they love to crunch. It's been a few weeks, maybe more than 4, since the cats needed food, and I went to that store. They sold Origin cat food that PetSmart doesn't sell, and the price for that was better there than other stores as well. And I've a Merrick Perfect Bistro Rabbit at a lower price than any other store around, so shopping there was nice. Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? And yes, I can shop online, but sometimes I don't have the time. I'd rather walk into a store, but now I can't do that there anymore. Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I went up to Paramus to buy some food for my cats earlier this afternoon, but the parking lot was empty and all the signs were gone. Nobody was there. I wondered what was going on. Were they closed for renovation, or were they closed for good? I got out of my car, walked to the door to take a look. It was completely empty, but all the lights were on. There was a sign upon the door, it said they're permanently gone. Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? I used to shop for my cats there several times a month, for cat litter and the cat food that they love to crunch. It's been a few weeks, maybe more than 4, since the cats needed food, and I went to that store. Sold Origin cat food that PetSmart doesn't sell, and the price for that was better there than other stores as well. And I've a Merrick Perfect Bistro Rabbit at a lower price than any other store around, so shopping there was nice. Petco, I said Petco, where'd you go? Petco, I said Petco, where'd you go? Petco, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I said Petco, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I said Petco, I said Petco, where'd you go? I said Petco, I said Petco, where'd you go?
It is 8:15 p.m. and I'm in the kitchen working on my computer. I'm putting a new song together about the Petco situation today. You know, I don't know, these things happen, and now that I have the technology, when inspiration hits me, I can just like go with it. So that's what I've been doing, and it's like a daily challenge to me, which is like super fun right now. So what happened was I was also charging some security cameras, and I looked outside. I said, it's going to start getting dark soon. Let me put the security cameras outside. So I just came outside, and guess who was laying on the patio over here, like lounging? The skinny Tabby. So I literally just walked here. I said, what is it going to do? So it ran this way, actually just kind of walked this way. And I always put one of the security cameras on that metal cart because the old cameras have a magnet on the back, so they easily stick on anything metal. When I came over here, it just went here. It went like halfway down the side of the house, and then it just sat there looking at me. And that's what it's been doing lately. Like, it doesn't totally run away. It just moves away, and then it sits there and looks at me. Oh my God, it's still there. Look, you see the cat? See it? So what I know is that if I put food out for this cat, it's going to fall in love with me immediately. So I don't want to put food out for it. But it does want to be my friend. I could tell by the way it's acting around me. I mean, see, it didn't run out of the yard. It's showing interest, like what's going on. So I have a potential problem on my hands. And because we had rain yesterday, like all these green weeds and stuff are just like popping up like crazy. I also keep forgetting that I have to harvest my little alpine strawberries. There's 2. There's another one. They're really tiny, but they're yummy, so I might as well eat them before any animals get to them. Is there another one in here? Okay. So I have 4 little strawberries. And another thing that I did when I got home is I finally put the chicken in this little roaster that I have. I love this roaster. It is a Nesco 4-quart roaster oven. I got this at a thrift shop, and it just makes the best roasted chicken. And I figured the cats can have some of this with their dinner today because today's fish day. They normally get food from a can, but I'll give them a little bit of food from a can and some of this roasted chicken and see how they like it. I'm just waiting for this to cool down a little bit before I give it to the cats. It is 7:45 a.m. and I just got up, and this plate was left in the living room, and there was some canned cat food on it, and there are ants. Now obviously this plate of food should not have been left out overnight, but I thought the cats were going to finish it. There's Stella, there's Boo. So now I'm just gonna follow the trail and kill the ants. I just cleaned it up. They were actually more interested in a few pieces of chicken than they were in the actual canned cat food, although they did like both. So the trail led over here, and it led to this corner of the front door, and that corner has been an issue in the past. So I put one of those round, I think it's Home Plus ant killers, the blue one, because those have been working this year. That's what's been working this year. Those work for like grease ants, which are the type of ants that go after meat. And this is an old ant killer. I could definitely take this one out. That's from probably 2 years ago. But this is a new one. I'm just going to put it here for a while, and that should keep the ants from coming in the house, kill off where they're coming from, and then hopefully that'll be good. It's 9:20 a.m. and there's the Tabby. I don't know if you could see it, but it's right down there. The camera's really not focusing through the screen today. I guess there's a little bit of catnip left because it keeps rolling around in this area. And that's where like I had pulled all the catnip out of. Here's Boo. So I was looking at the security camera footage from overnight, and this cat pretty much patrols my yard, and then at like 5 o'clock in the morning it goes on a chair and it sleeps for a few hours. And then this morning it was in the back of the yard taking a bath, and now it's chewing on something. I don't know if that's some of the catnip left over, but here's Boo. Boo's not happy. Look at Boo. Look at his ears. When a cat has their ears forward like that, they're not very happy. With cats and their like behaviors, it's all about the tail and the ears, really. I mean, obviously in their facial expression, but see how Boo has his ears forward? They're not in like the typical happy position. Like that. Okay. Right now they're in the alert position. Now, see how they go forward like that? That's in the like threat fight position. When cats put their ears forward or backwards. When cats put their ears backwards also, like really back. So he's just laying in the dirt. I mean, I don't know if it's a he or a she. I tend to think it's a he. Now it sees me. Darn it. Now it sees me and it sees Boo. So it appears that the cat has moved into my yard. Now, I've done nothing to encourage that. I've always had the water bowls in the yard throughout the winter. The heated water bowl was out there, and Bob was drinking out of the water bowl. And, I mean, the patio table gets covered over the winter. All I did was put the cushions on the patio chairs. That's all I did. And I don't do that for the cats. I do that for myself so I can enjoy sitting outside. I put the umbrella up so I can enjoy sitting outside. One thing I do need to do is get a tablecloth because the table's rusty. I mean, my options are I could like paint the table and paint the chairs, and that'll like definitely refresh them because you can get paint for outside furniture. Or this summer I could just put a tablecloth on it, which might be what I want to do. Because the chairs aren't that bad yet, and maybe like wait until next summer. I mean, I could always like replace the patio set, but I don't really want to spend the money. And I do like this patio set. The reason why I got it is because the chairs are so comfortable. They rock and they swivel. So it's really, you don't often find patio chairs that rock and swivel. Most of them do one or the other, or not either of those. And I got such a good deal on it at the time. I got it at Sears, like when Sears was still in business. And it was on sale, so I got a really good deal. And when I first got it, everything was green. Like the cushions were green and the umbrella was green, but the cushions and the umbrella didn't last. Like, you know, the cushions got like all grungy. I had to get rid of them. And then the umbrella broke, so I had to get a new umbrella and new cushions. And I think they matched the house. Hey, boo. Another thing I need to do is I need to clean the windows. That's been on my to-do list for several days now. That hasn't been done in a while, and I still need to clean this thing. And there's the cat. It's just laying there. That's where Hydrox used to like to lay. It's taking a bath. And there it goes. See it? Boo loves doing his job. We have to remember that this is Boo's job. Boo's job is to look out of the windows and, you know, keep an eye on what's going on in the yard, any strange animals in the yard, to alert me to what's going on. I mean, you could tell just by looking at Boo. Like, he's definitely looking at something. Look at his ears again. His ears are forward. How you doing, Boo? You okay? You okay, Boo? Now his ears are normal. When the ears are like in a neutral position, then he puts them forward again. Then they go neutral. Right, Boo? You good? So like they're in the neutral position. Boom. Then he puts them forward. Here's Stella. Her ears are in a neutral position right now. Just a neutral resting position. There's a lizard video on the TV. It is 11 a.m. Here's Stella. She's hanging out in this cat tower. Here's Splash. She's on a dining room chair. And I just heard some very angry cat noises, so I came into the room, and sure enough, it was Richard. He was on the floor pretty much below Stella. And I don't know if he was getting ready to jump on her or what, but I just had a calm discussion with him, and he walked away, and I followed him, and I was like, "What's going on, Richard? How you doing, Richard?" And he eventually made his way into my bedroom, and Nancy's in my bedroom, so the two of them are in there. And I said, "You know what? I'm going to shut the door, and they can just stay in there for a while. It'll be like a timeout for them, or if they want to, they could just stay in there today." Boo was in the living room earlier today, and Richard was like making angry noises at Boo, and Boo was growling at Richard. So I was like, "Okay, Boo, you want to go in your room?" I gave him some chicken, and he came into his room. And when he came into the room, I realized that Simba was underneath the day sofa. So all the cats were brushed and combed this morning. I am going to be brushing and combing them every day because, you know, now we're heading into flea season. And if I did not say it already, it is about 11 a.m. I have not had my breakfast yet. This is what happens if I take care of the cats first and I don't eat my breakfast first. It ends up just not happening, and it ends up just being like an early lunch, which is probably what's going to happen now. Sometimes it's really hard to film Boo because he just wants to walk around so much. But I want to get out of here. I wanted to get out of here earlier than this, but I'm still going to try to eat something and clean up the kitchen a little bit. Then I'm going to leave. I still have to go to Petco to buy dry cat food. I'm going to go to the other location that they have and see how that store is. Yesterday, I bought a bunch of cat litter at one of the other local pet supply stores that I like to go to. The problem is that store where I get the cat litter, like everything else there is much more expensive than any other store, except when they have sales. Sometimes they have like sales on cat food, in which case it'll be a good deal. But they have the best selection of like cat supply products anywhere around here, especially when it comes to like frozen raw cat food. I can actually get a decent selection there. So that's where I get the frozen raw cat food. and that's where I get the cat litter, and sometimes I get some canned food there also, but their dry food is more expensive, and most of the canned food's more expensive. So that's why I've been going to Petco, because they actually have better prices than the local pet supply stores, and they do carry some things that PetSmart does not have. Sometimes I go to PetSmart, but to be honest, I haven't been in PetSmart in quite a while. But PetSmart can sometimes have really good sales also. And for some things like Sheba Perfect Portions, or even some cases of Friskies that I want to keep on hand, you know, just to have as a backup in case of emergencies and stuff, I'll just get those on Amazon. And of course I use Amazon for all kinds of other pet supplies, especially when it comes to stuff that I need for making homemade raw cat food that I just can't buy anywhere around here, like some of the ingredients for that as far as like supplements go. So, you know, when you have so many cats, you definitely have to learn how to be a wise shopper, and definitely have to do comparison shopping and look for the best value and the best deals. And there are 2 Walmarts kind of around here, but they're not close at all. Like, it would take me like a half hour to go to any of those stores, like, just to get to them. And then, you know, by the time you shop and then come home, you know, we're talking several hours. It's not like it's really local and convenient. So I hardly ever shop at Walmart. And that's one thing that's very different about the New York metropolitan area versus the rest of the country. Walmart is really not as popular here as it is in the rest of the country. Hello, Boo. Look at Boo's belly. Everything grew in so nice. All of his fur grew in so nice. Today it's only supposed to be about 80 degrees, so it's going to be cooler than the past few days. I might not even have to turn the AC on, but the AC's been working so far, thankfully. And in a few days I'll start getting estimates for the replacements. Here's Simba. This is his favorite spot during the day. And then here's Boo. Oh, look how cute. Uh-oh. Simba's a little on the defensive right now. Simba, Boo just wants to be nice. He just wants to be nice. Be nice, Simba. Be nice, Simba. He looks like he's going to smack Boo. See? See? You could tell. You could tell. You could read a cat by the expression on their face. And you could tell what they're thinking. And I knew he was going to do that. Simba. Just be nice. He wants to be nice to you. You guys are buddies, Simba. Okay? You have to remember, cats can't, you know, tell each other like, well, back off, Boo, or, you know, leave me alone. That's how they say leave me alone. Everyone better be nice to each other, okay? There's plenty of room. You've been getting along so nice recently. Everyone relax. Relax. Everyone relax. Simba, relax. You want me to move you back a little bit? Simba, you want me to move this back a little bit? I moved Simba back toward the wall like 2 inches. It's just about 12 p.m. Here's Stella. She just got some pets from me. Now she's settling into her little plastic bed under the kitchen table. Splash is still relaxing on his favorite dining room chair. He loves it here. Okay, so I see a wound on his back. All right, Splash. When I was petting him this morning, I felt like a lump on his back. And at first, you know, you feel a lump, you're like, well, what's going on? And then I was thinking, well, what could have caused it? And then I said, well, the other day I did see some fur, and it looked like maybe it was Splash's fur. And I do know that Richard had a lump on his back several weeks ago, and it ended up being from, you know, getting scratched by another cat. You know when cats get into like a fist fight with each other, like a paw fight. So that's what happened to Richard. And I just kept an eye on it, and it eventually went away. So That's what I was thinking with regards to Splash today, because, you know, I felt the lump. I'm like, that is most likely from like a wound. So I kept trying to pet him this morning as much as I could to try to get a better feel for exactly what it could be. I brushed him, I combed him, and, you know, I wasn't convinced that it was from a wound because I didn't feel a scab. Like normally if you, if you feel a lump on a cat and it's from a wound, you could usually feel a scab on it. Like with Richard's, I was able to feel a scab on it. But now that I just saw the scab on it, I'm pretty sure that's what it is from with Splash also. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Vetericin spray on him. I didn't use anything on Richard. I just gave him some supplements. So that's what I'm going to do with Splash. I'm going to give him some extra supplements, some immunity boosting supplements, and we'll take it from there. This is what's going on in my room. So there's Nancy on top of the cat tower, and there's Richard sitting on top of it's not really a pile of sheets. It's a duvet cover that I used to use on the bed all the time. And I want to take my winter comforter off of my bed and then just put the duvet cover on the bed. Because, you know, now that it's summer, it's warmer out. It's just, I have to figure out where I'm going to put the comforter after I wash it. Because, like, we are so full. Every closet in this house is so full. It's like crazy. So that's what Richard is laying on. And they're totally happy in this room. No one's been crying at the door. No one wants to leave. I think it's just the two of them. Maybe Ringo's under the bed. I don't know. But I have the door shut. So these two are going to stay in here. Let them be happy. There's Richard. He looks very happy right now. He's like, I'm going to take a nap. Usually anytime between 11 and 12 a.m. is when the cats usually settle in for a nice long afternoon nap. So this is always the best time of day for me to either get work done or go out and run any errands or have any kind of meetings and appointments that I need to have between now and around 6 p.m. Usually around 6 p.m. is when they start looking for dinner. Like they'll wake up for their nap and they'll start looking for dinner. So their activity levels are the greatest, usually between, you know, when the sun comes up, and the sun's been coming up around 5 a.m. until around 11 a.m., 12 p.m. That's when they usually start settling down for their nap. And then they'll usually, you know, sleep a good 6 hours usually, or just relax for a good 6 hours. And then around dinner time, they all start getting up and then they're completely active until, I mean, they'd probably be active all night, but I'm usually like, okay, guys, it's time for bed. And I've been going to sleep around midnight recently, which, I don't know, I'd like to get to bed by 11, and then I'd like to get up earlier because I've been waking up a little bit after 7. I'd really like to be getting up at like, you know, 5, 6 a.m., but I've been going to bed too late to do that. So that's the cat's schedule right now. And so I just try to optimize it by getting as much stuff done as I can when, you know, they're less active. And here's Boo and Simba. Simba went back up to the cat tower. And Boo is by the window. That's Boo's favorite spot, by the window. So I got 2 cats in here. 2 cats in my room, at least 2. There might be more. And then Stella and Splash are in the main living area. And all the other members of the Lucky 7 are just wherever they are. It is 10:45 a.m. Here's Simba. We're having a bit of a late start today. I wanted to get some decent sleep. I was up till almost 1 a.m. And then I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I heard like a loud noise coming from downstairs. So I went downstairs to check it out, and it was like the Lucky 7 were having a party. They were all like wide awake, running around, like just having a really good time. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to rush them awake this morning, let them get some sleep. I really want Nancy to get really good sleep so she could heal her eye. And I feel like, you know, she gets naps throughout the day, but, you know, Richard really just, when he had his eye issue, he just stayed downstairs and relaxed and slept, and it healed up really nicely. I'd really like Nancy to do the same thing. And here's Boo. I don't know what's going on with Boo this morning, but he's jumping all around the place. He has like a ton of energy this morning. I know the cats want to be fed because they didn't really like their dinner yesterday. So I gave them some of the Fancy Feast Naturals for dinner. They had the whitefish. Then I also gave them some of the Fancy Feast Naturals beef because I had cans of that. And they didn't really like their dinner. So then I gave them like a spoonful of crunchies. And that's pretty much like all they had yesterday. Because I was like, you have to eat the food that I gave you. And I'm not going to just give you crunchies for dinner. So, they had like half their meal. But I know they're waiting for a really nice, good raw meal today. It's been raining this morning. It's not raining right now, but it looks like it could start again any minute. Look at what's going on here. So there's the skinny Tabby on the patio chair. It seems to think that these patio chairs are its new home. So I don't know what's going on. The umbrella is up. There's the umbrella. So maybe it's getting a little bit of shelter from the rain from the umbrella. I still want to get a tablecloth for this table. So one of the things that I did yesterday while I was out running errands was look for a tablecloth for this table. And I could not find one anywhere because I'm looking for like the vinyl kind that has a hole in the middle for an umbrella. Usually it has like a zipper like down like one end of it. So in the past, I would just go to Christmas tree shops and they would always have it and I would get them there and they would be great. This year, I can't find them anywhere. Like, nobody carries them. I'm like, how is that even possible? People have all these outdoor sections, like gardening sections, patio sections. But nobody has tablecloths. So I'm probably going to be forced to buy one on Amazon because nobody sells them. Now, in a local supermarket, I did find some vinyl outdoor tablecloths, but they don't have the hole in it for the umbrella. And I don't want to just poke a hole in it myself. So that's the situation. I mean, I guess maybe I could, because if I take the umbrella out, I could just put a hole in the middle of the tablecloth and then just stick the umbrella through. Like, I don't have to put a slit down the side where it would normally zip up. So, I mean, that is an option. But I don't know. I'd rather just get one that I don't have to destroy. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Richard. Hey, Goldie. I'm coming downstairs. I got to do a load of laundry. Come on, let's go. I'll turn the lights on. Let's go. We're going to eat soon, okay? As soon as I get the laundry in the washing machine. There's Nancy. She's on a cat tower. It's probably Ziggy up there because Ziggy likes to go up there in the morning. There's little Eva. And Goldie and Sammy have been buddies lately. They've been, hanging out with each other. There's Richard. Here's Sammy. Sammy, you going to run? No? Okay. The dehumidifier's on in the background. It looks like it's a little bit less than 50% humid down here, which is what I want. I just put this toy on for them, this flingamajig toy. I hooked it up to the little IKEA bed just so they don't drag it around the room. Sammy's holding it right now, which is why it's not moving. If she lets go, it'll start moving again. But as you can see, it's holding their interest for a little while. That's all I need. Nancy wanted to come upstairs, but Stella and Simba are in the kitchen. Splash is in the hallway, so now she's like, well, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Am I going to go back downstairs? Splash is hissing. All right, Nancy, come on, let's go back downstairs, okay? Let's go downstairs. Nancy, be a good girl, okay? Boo's watching her. Here's Boo. He jumped on the TV unit. So I have to make sure the cats, don't get themselves into trouble. Splash is healing his back. Nancy's healing her eye. The lump is less than it was the other day. And I think what happened is maybe it was like a little abscess. And then it got... I think he was grooming it and then he opened it up and it started draining. So I think that's what's going on with his back, but I am keeping an eye on it and I'm trying to pet him as much as possible to just kind of see what's going on there. And of course with Boo and his somewhat loose tooth and his FIV status, I just have to make sure everyone gets along. And this is what Nancy wants. It's 11:30. Here's Boo. He's by the window in his room. The cats are settling down for their afternoon nap. Here's Splash. He's on the day sofa. I don't know if Simba's underneath it because I don't want to go in and disturb Splash, but there is a chance that he is. Nancy came upstairs this morning, and other than some growling and hissing, everyone was fine. But I will shut the door right now because I have to get a little bit of work done today, and I do have to run out for a little bit. So when I get back later, I will open it up again. So that's what's going on now. Stella's in her little plastic bed under the kitchen table. For breakfast today, the cats had chunky beef, and I mixed in a can of tuna and their supplements, and it looks like they really enjoyed their food. I don't know if the Lucky 7 ate their food, though, because it's breakfast. Sometimes they don't eat breakfast. See, look, this is what they do. So, like, one plate was almost finished, and, like, this plate, someone probably ate half of it, and then maybe they took a bite of these other plates. I'll leave them here for a little while, but then I'm going to pick them up, and it's a shame to waste this food. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pick 4 of these up. I'll scrape the food into like a plastic storage container, stick it in the fridge, and the OG4 could eat it for dinner. I mean, it's perfectly good food. What are you doing, Sammy? You gonna run? You gonna run? Run! Sammy, run! Run! Ready? Run! Run, 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 run! See, she wants me to move the wheel for her. So I'm moving it with one hand while I film with the other hand. It's not very even when I do it that way. It's kind of like stop and go. She's been on the wheel a lot lately, but just for like little short spurts of running. I just gave a little food to Boo and to Splash, and Simba is under the day sofa. So the OG4 boys are in Boo's room for a while. They're so funny. I'll check on them in a minute. I still haven't eaten my breakfast. I had a few bites of watermelon. That's it so far. For me, it's like a brunch. I mean, it's almost noon. And here's Stella. She's eating some of the food. I only gave them like another third of a portion because I took one of the plates and I split it up 3 ways. The portions were smaller this morning because it was only like 21 ounces of beef. She's looking at the door. I guess someone wants to come up. It's 1 p.m. and the sun just came out a little while ago. And I had to go out to my car to get something, and the Tabby was laying on that chair. When I came back from the car, this is how close I got to it. So right here, I just stopped right here, and I bent down and I was talking to it. And I was like, what are you doing? You're just hanging out. And I took another step forward, and then it backed away to the chair farthest from me. And I started talking to it again, and then when I took another step, then it went to the side of the house. It's probably on the side of the house right now, maybe near the water bowl. Okay, no, it ran off, which is fine. I don't know where it went. Oh no, it didn't run off. See it? There it is. It didn't run off. It's probably just waiting for me to leave. I have done nothing to encourage this cat to set up camp in my yard. It is 3 p.m. and look, the Tabby is still on the patio chair. I guess he or she really likes it there. It's 4:21 p.m. I just got home a few minutes ago and I found this tablecloth that I had. This is actually from the Christmas tree shops. It's one of the last items that I got there, and it's really cute because it has cats on it. See all the cats? The tuxedo cat always reminded me of Hydrox. And there's some tabby cats on there that kind of remind me of Simba and Stella. So what I did was I cut like a hole in the middle. I just folded this into 4 pieces, and then like I just cut the tip off. And so that works. I took the umbrella off and then I slid it down over the middle of the umbrella. And then I found these clips in my garage just to hold it down right now because it's very windy. Somewhere I do have like the table clips. They sell special clips just to keep a tablecloth down. But I think for now these are okay. And so yeah, that's what's going on. It's almost 7 p.m. and look at what's going on here. That's Ringo and Nancy. Nancy has been sleeping on a cat tower in the living room, and I've been like cleaning and organizing a bookshelf that I have. And she was sleeping the whole time. I didn't want to wake her up. Then she got up and she came in here and she jumped onto the cat tower with Ringo. The weather right now is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's not too hot, not too cold. There's a really nice breeze coming through the windows. So the cats are still relaxing. It's almost 7 p.m. and the cat is laying on this patio chair. Like, it's been on these chairs pretty much all day. If I go outside, then it runs off. But for the most part, it's just been on the patio chairs all day. What you doing, Sammy? That sounds like Goldie, yeah. It's 7 p.m. and the cats are all getting up. It's 7:30 and I just put my duvet cover on the bed, and this really wrinkled thing is a linen duvet cover. There's no duvet in it. But that's Sammy underneath it. She loves going underneath like sheets and stuff. And that's Nancy. And she's like, what is this? That's Sammy's butt. Sammy's head is over here. Sammy's butt is over there. All I'm going to do is put the vomit blanket on the bed and then we're good. Hello, Nancy. Who's underneath the sheet? Who's under there, Nancy? Oh, where's Sammy? Oh, she turned around. Oh, she turned around. What I need to do now is put another load of wash on. Then I need to empty the dishwasher. Then I need to fill the dishwasher with everything that's in the sink. Then I need to scoop all of the litter boxes, take out the garbage, and see if I could get some stuff done on the patio. Because it's been staying light out until at least 8:30, so I should still have time. The cats are just going to eat later. They'll eat probably maybe around 9. There you go, Sammy. We want to give a shout out to Abril and CR Barboni. Thank you so much for your patronage this month and your generous support. It's 8:21. I just took the garbage out and the cat was sitting on one of the patio chairs, but it did not run off the patio when I came back. Like, it ran over here. So I went inside, got the camera, and it's still somewhere around here. I can't see it now because of the tablecloth, but it did not run away. Okay, now it moved back. It was underneath the table. You see it in the distance? See it? There it is. I'm going to shut the greenhouse. And I wanted to put a patio box together. I got like a deck box for some storage. This is what I have. It is the Livarno Home storage box. This is from Lidl. And it was $49.99. And I mean, it definitely feels cheaper than I thought it would be. And it says it is padlock ready, lock not included, but I don't know, I just think it's really cheap. And even if you put a padlock on it, someone could really just like rip that off pretty easily. But this is what it looks like. It's a pretty nice size. I was going to put this in the back of the yard behind the garage. And I also think that you have to put stuff in it that can get wet because there's some seams along each side they're not waterproof. Like, I'm pretty sure water's going to be able to get in that. So there's plenty of stuff in my garage that I can move out into the storage box. So we'll see how it does, and I'll have to figure out where I'm going to put it. I could put it here if I wanted to. It does fit, and it actually looks pretty good. I need to move the storage container and this bucket out of the way, but just for now, since it's getting dark and all the creepy crawlies are coming out, I'm just going to leave them there. I'll finish them I'll figure out where I'm going to put them tomorrow. This blue container was originally purchased to be a water station for the outside cats, the Lucky 7, but they ended up as inside cats, so that's why I have that. I've been storing like potting soil and stuff in there. Right now it's kind of empty, just a little bit of potting soil left. And this deck box is probably made out of the same type of plastic that these plastic storage containers are made out of. Now this does have a 3-year warranty, but I'm really not that hopeful for it because, you know, the plastic storage containers, they don't last very long, although they do if they're shielded from direct sun. And if I keep this here, then it is shielded from direct sun. So maybe I'll keep it here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely like too flimsy. Like you can't sit on it. It's just way too flimsy. You really can't even put anything heavy on it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I could probably store like extension cords in it, maybe flower pots, like stuff that could be out in the elements.
I got cats on the inside, cats on the outside, cats in every room of my house. A good thing about having so many cats is that I'll never have a rat or a mouse. And the cats, they are upstairs, cats, they are downstairs. All the cats, they like to spread out. Some of them are sleeping, some of them are playing, and some of them are roaming about. They call me a crazy cat lady, yeah, that's what the people say. A crazy cat lady, because I don't shoo them away. I give them bowls of food and water, I give them help and I give them homes. And when they're old or sick, then I make sure that they don't die alone. I got cats that are older, cats that are younger. Sometimes they don't all get along. When people ask me why I have so many cats, I just start to sing this song. They call me a crazy cat lady, yeah, that's what the people say. A crazy cat lady, because I don't shoo them away. I give them bowls of food and water, I give them help and I give them homes. And when they're old or sick, then I make sure that they don't die alone. They call me a crazy cat lady, yeah, that's what the people say. A crazy cat lady, because I don't shoo them away. I give them bowls of food and water, I give them help and I give them homes. And when they're old or sick, then I make sure that they don't die alone. I got cats that are older, cats that are younger. Sometimes they don't all get along. When people ask me why I have so many cats, then I just start to sing this song. They call me a crazy cat lady, yeah, that's what the people say. A crazy cat lady, because I don't shoo them away. I give them bowls of food and water, I give them help and I give them homes. And when they're old or sick, then I make sure that they don't die alone. Remember to always spay and neuter your cats.